my first darshan, where Govindajī gave us the opportunity to be seen by him, was when Śrīla Śrīdhara Mahārāja gave me direction to come here in 1984 for the making of the deities of Radhe Shyam. So it was my first time to actually come to Jaipur, and that was based on the order of a higher Vaiṣṇava. And that is how one should approach the Supreme Lord. Not that we have the arrogance that we think we can capture Kṛṣṇa, but we, by our false prestige, but that we are being drawn to the Lord by the mercy of the Lord through the Vaiṣṇava. And in regards to service, in Śrīla Śrīdhara Mahārāja, this is Govindajī, the worshipful deity of Rupa Gosvāmī, and the head of our sampradaya. We are known as Rupanugas. So this deity is a very special deity in relationship to our development, our theistic development of Krishna consciousness. First there's Madan Mohan's sambandha gyan. Who is Krishna? Who are we? And then there's Govinda, Rupa Gosvāmī, the abhidheya tattva, the means of developing our relationship with Krishna. And of course, Rupa Gosvāmī gave us the most valuable literature of Bhakti Rasamrita Sindhu, which is the scientific process of developing our relationship with the Supreme Lord. And then there's the prayojana acharya is Raghunath Das, and his worshipable deity is Giriraj, Radha Giridhari, which is given to him personally by Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. And his mood of simplicity and a sense of feeling that we are insignificant, and only by the mercy of the Lord can we come to the stage of pure love of God. So these three personalities, Sanatana Goswami, Rupa Gosvāmī, and Raghunath Das, are the personalities who are very intricate, very essential in the development of our individual Krishna consciousness. And that is all coming through the following in the footsteps of our Guru Varga, our spiritual masters. So that is a step-by-step process. And here, because Govinda, he actually manifested to Rupa Gosvāmī, and that was the Govindajī temple in Vrindavan, which due to the decimation or the interference of Aurangzeb, then Govindajī was brought here to Jaipur, but it took 70 years to bring Govindajī here. And He is the Govinda, Govindamadi Purusham Tamaham Bhajami, the Adi, the original person. Vainam Kanantam Aravindam Dalaya Taksham Bahavatam Samasitam Sundarangam Kandarpakoti Kamaniya Visesha Sobam Govindamadi Purusham Tamaham Bhajami. So Govinda Venu, he's carrying that flute. And from that flute sound, he is attracting all the living entities. That sweet flute sound, he's saying, come back home. Come back to Vrindavan and engage in your eternal loving devotional service with me. So that is Govinda. And that is Rupa Gosvāmī. So Rupa Gosvāmī is reaching out to the conditioned souls out of compassion. And that is the mood of Srimati Radharani. They are the personification of Sri Radha's compassion. So that compassionate nature, even though it is exhibited here in Jaipur in a very Aishvarya mood, ultimately it's to bring us to the mood of Braj, which is very simple. It's a forest, right? So that Aishvarya is used to attract the jiva, but behind that Aishvarya is the simplicity of the sweet exchange, loving exchange between Krishna and his eternal parts and parcels. And that is manifest in the different rasas, beginning from the highest ras, which is Radha Krishna, Radharani, Srimati Radharani, who is the exemplification of that service attitude. And then there's Vatsalya Ras, Yasoda Nanda, and Sakya Ras, Subal. So these three primary rasas in Braj are the examples of engagements in and with these different deities of Madan Mohan, Govinda, and Gopinath Giriraj represent. But that mood of Vrindavan is a very, very special mood. And it's a mood that can only be developed under the guidance of a superior Vaiṣṇava. So we had the great fortune of Srila Prabhupada bringing us to Vrindavan, and Śrīla Śrīdhara Mahārāja encouraging us and explaining more in detail the nature of Vrindavan and how to become a resident of Vrindavan by their grace, because they are there. They are there in Vrindavan. And they are here wherever the Lord is there with his devotees. So that we want to we pray for their kindness, their blessing, and to hear their instruction and to follow their instruction and to associate with those who are going to encourage us and enliven us and direct us and engage us in the proper devotional sentiments. This is the special benediction of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, and by the mercy of Nitai. Without Nitai's blessing, as we see here on the wall, we see Gaur Nitai. The Gaur Nitai is here, right? Without the Kali Yuga avatar, there's no question of understanding who is Radha and Krishna, who is Govinda, who is Madan Mohan, who is Gopinath, who is Shama Sundar, who is Radha Raman, right? All of these personalities, who are these great acharyas who came and each one of them gave a particular part of the puzzle of divine love. They were all very, very important personalities to whom these very special deities manifested to. And fortunately enough, they are still here manifest. And we have a great opportunity to pray to them to get their benediction. Not to think that they are simply unconscious. They are conscious of our desire. And by approaching them in a humble, proper state of mind, Trinada Pisane Chena, Tayora Pisa Hishnana, Amanina Manandena, Kirtaniya Sadahari. By approaching them in a proper state of mind, we pray that we can be engaged in their service eternally, because that's our natural constitutional position. And that is all by the blessings of our gurus. So just as Narasingha Maharaj came here and he took up the sword to cut the misconceptions, right, to pieces, right? He was given that sword, right? And that's the sword of transcendental knowledge. And that's manifested in these literatures and his words, which are a manifestation of the words of his guides, Śrīla Prabhupada, Śrīla Śrīdhara Mahārāja, and Bhakti Pramod Puri Maharaj. So we have come here also today to offer these works, this service of love to their lordships, and pray that they will accept it, and that we will be instrumental in living these words and distributing these words to others. Jai Śrīla Prabhupada, A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Prabhupada ki jai. Jai Śrīla Bhakti Rakak Siddhar Dev Gosvāmī Maharaj ki jai. Jai Śrīla Bhakti Pramod Puri Maharaj ki jai. Jai Śrīla Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Gosvāmī Maharaj Prabhupada ki jai. Jai Śrīla Bhakti Gaurava Narasingha Maharaj ki jai. Śrī Guru Varga ki jai. Gaur Premanandi Hari Hari Bol.